All right, I'm so happy to be here. Oh my gosh, I am feeling as good as possible for considering how I've been feeling lately. So, I have some fabulous things to show you, some good looks. Let's go ahead and just get started with this video. Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome on back to my channel. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you're older but goodie, welcome on back. My name is Ashley. I have a doctorate in pharmacy and I love makeup. So that's how you get Dr. Ash and her makeup. And eyeshadow is my jam. It is one of my favorite things to talk about here on my channel. So I'm super excited. I'm feeling pretty good. I am still struggling, y'all. Like I've been posting things on my community tab about my health. I haven't gotten it totally into it. I touched on it in the last video, which was actually an Adept product too, which is Legend of Ardra. And I mean, it's been wearing me out, but I think if you look at my energy compared to from this video compared to the last video, you can tell that I've had some improvements. But let me tell you, the improvements have not been easy. Okay. It's definitely felt like I've taken, one step forward and 5 steps back. But the last 2 days, maybe 2-3 days have been pretty good. All right. So this collection was sent to me in the mail. Just got it today. Did some swatches, did 3 looks, absolutely in love with them. And when I saw this collection come through my email, I was just like, oh, this is going to be good. When I saw the sneak peeks, I was like, this is going to be good. And it's super pretty. So what we have here is actually, and I have some goodies here for you, okay? So I was sent this in PR with no obligation to post. And I do get quite a bit of PR from Adept Cosmetics, but all thoughts are my own. I'm always going to tell you the real deal. And prior to me getting PR from Adept Cosmetics, I had been purchasing a lot of it I purchased majority of my makeup, but fortunately, your girl has been getting some PR and I really appreciate it because it really helps put back into the content of this particular channel. So that way it frees up some money where I can go purchase and some other things and just, keep the content rolling because that's all we're trying to do here, honey. So first up, like I said, we got some products, okay? First of all, we have the Unity palette. Okay, so when you look at it, you're giving flying fiddles, okay? Flying fiddles, but in color. Look at the packaging and you open it up and she said that this was the mauve/plum palette that you guys have been asking for. So I didn't know that people have been asking for, but I'm pretty sure they have, And all through the video, you'll hear me say, it's giving me Patricia vibes. It's giving me mother. It is giving me some mother, but I think it's very beautiful, really pretty. So this collection is actually going to release on September 6th at 10 a.m. Central Time. The palette costs $52. Now you're probably like, Houseway, how does this palette cost $52 when most of the palettes are usually in the 72 mark? Now, I don't know the exact answer, but my reasonable thought process is that there are no multi-chromes. And if you're sad because you love multi-chromes, and I'm pretty sure you have an Adept palette, child, pop a multi-chrome in here if it's going to make you happy. But the palette is fabulous. The shimmers are fabulous. Adept, with or without the multi-chromes, has a great shimmer formula. So this is gorgeous. I'm here to tell you, spoiler alert, the mattes are matting, the shimmers are shimmering. The color story is gorgeous, okay? You're going to get a lot of wear out of it, okay? It's giving you romance, it's giving you day to night, it's giving you the office, it's going out with your friends, it's the brunch, it's all purpose, okay? So then really excited about this. Oh my gosh, you have the Duality blush palette, same packaging. Oh my gosh, it's just a hair smaller. So if you're wondering, just a hair. So we have the Duality blush. This retails for $34 and you can get both of these in a bundle for $72. So that's not bad at all. And they're a code. So if you're on the Adept Cosmetics email list, I just saw something come through that says save the date for today. They are offering a 20% off code. So I'm not sure if the price is going to be a little higher and then it's just with the code. Plus a lot of people also have influencer codes. So use a code that suits you best. But look at this. Hello. Can you look at it? 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 It is gorgeous. So you have 3 matte blushes down the bottom. And please pay attention to this one. Do you see how it is like deeper and then golden. And this shade, I talk about this a little bit later, it looks amazing on women of color. The whole palette, I feel like it's going to look amazing on women of color. These are more shimmery formula, but it's a pretty smooth shimmer formula. So, you know, it wouldn't be a me video if I wasn't about to drop something, okay? All right, so that's the palette, and that's the blush palette. But she also sent me their lip glosses that launched like last week. So I have the whole little bundle. I got it on right now, and these are the lip products. So these are high shine, like more like a glittery formula lip gloss. So it might scare you, but I'm here to tell you, I just have this on with a brown liner right now. The glitter formula is nice. It's not killing me. It's not taking me out. It's not sticky. And it says that these are supposed to be the Simplicity Lip Gloss Bundle. The whole bundle retails for $50. I don't think that that's a bad price point at all. There are 5 shades. If you were to get this individually, come on, first of all. Y'all, my hands are really small, so me trying to operate the phone and hold that. So if you were to get the lip glosses separately, they retail for $16 a piece, and so you're definitely going to save some money by definitely picking up the bundle. And the shades do look pretty different. So as far as the lip glosses, it's supposed to be a sheer cushion formula for a bare lip and high shimmer finish. It's ultra hydrating, non-sticky lip. Can I talk? Okay. It's ultra hydrating, non-sticky formula conditions lips while combining pillowy soft color formulated with hydrogenated polysobutene, making me question, am I really a pharmacist or not? Because I'm like, is that how you pronounce it? Polyisobutene. There we go. I was like, come on, break it down. Get your root words, okay? For more slip and less stick. Ideal for dry, sensitive, thin, and aging lips. Okay, my skin is dry. Y'all know that. My lips could be sensitive. My skin could be thin on my lips. They are always peeling. They are always shedding. It is always some type of thing, okay? And it says that these are made without fragrance, without vanillin, and petroleum. So it's made without fragrance, without vanillin, and it does have petrolatum, mineral oil, essential oils, and so much more. And all of the shades are vegan. So you can go ahead and check out the website, which is adeptcosmetics.com, if you have any more questions or inquiries about the lipsticks. And even for the formulas of the palette, Blend Bunny tends to be a vegan and cruelty-free brand. They use upcycle products for their packaging, so they're all, you know, environmentally friendly. And it always does usually say that you should use like a tacky base with your for the eyeshadow primers. Now there's no multi-chromes in this particular palette, so you might not need the same type of base. You guys know that I love me some my NYX glitter glue, and I am quick to pull it out. I did pull it out for one look, but this particular look I don't have the NYX glitter glue on, and it worked very well. I did use my Mayron medium, mixing medium. I just have it here in a little spray bottle versus the original container, and everything worked out fine. I actually went in with my Decay primer today, which I will talk about that later. So usually, you know, with a multi-chrome, I'm using my glitter glue and most particular shimmers that tend to be in the indie family because they have so much slip and so much mica in them, but these particular shimmers don't, but they are just solid shimmers. So I got 3 looks. Let me stop talking because we got to demo the blushes, and I'm going to just be talking in between the video, in between the looks like I usually do. So let's go ahead and get started because I'm happy to be filming and to get through this whole video. Now I'm like, okay, I'm tired. So I've done well. I'm going to eat me a little dinner and I'm going to be done for the rest of the evening. And it's only 6:44, but I'm telling you, it's been rough around these parts. So I will do another video explaining all of that later, but let's hit the looks. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get started. The eyebrows, they're filled in using my usual, which is the Goof Proof Pencil, shade 3.75. And then I switched it up with the primer. Like, I don't know, I was going through my drawer and I found this, the Urban Decay All-Nighter Primer Potion, and this is in the shade Caffeine. And if you've been watching my channel for like since I started, you know that this was my preferred primer, and I literally had to kick it to the curb because they stopped selling it. I could not find this anywhere. So I actually switched over to MAC Contemplate Estate, and it still blended out well. So I was like, oh, we're gonna get the use. Okay, we're gonna finish it up, get our money's worth. So I am gonna go ahead and go in with a look. I'm really excited. Now, I did swatch this palette beforehand. I usually don't, and there weren't like any obvious like multi-chromes per like usual with Adept. Like, they're definitely very great shimmers. So I may not go in with any glitter glue. I may not. I might just use like my Mayron mixing medium. We'll see. So this is our color story once again, and let's go ahead and create something. I'm excited. I'm feeling, like I said, I'm feeling pretty well. So let's just go ahead and get this little show on the road. first of all, I haven't had my face this beat in a minute. I'm like, oh, Ashleigh, you are back, girl. I mean, you know, I'm getting there. Like, I'm feeling like Ashleigh, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and use the blush palette, because let me tell you, this Duality blush palette, first of all, look at the packaging. We got the whole little, you know, you see the metallic with the lace, and I know you see like the shift on it is so beautiful. And this is just so smooth also. And first of all, it is gorgeous. I mean, look at this shade down here. I'm just so excited. So I'm going to do the blush, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about my face details. So like, I have to go in with Duality. Like, I have to. So this is Duality. You see, it's like that duochrome shade. Well, it's not really a duochrome. It's just like a two-tone shade. You know, it's like lighter, and then it goes into orange. And I'm a sucker for an orangey blush. Okay, love a good orangey blush. So, oh, and then this is what it looks like on the brush rather. So let me see. It's like also like a little hair on this brush. Like a little curly Q, probably from my baby hair. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and this is beautiful. I mean, I love this blush palette, and we're gonna be like great friends. This is gorgeous. I mean, it just adds just enough. And if you're wondering, like, golden orangey, especially where it's golden right here, works really well on deep skin complexions. And I found that out when Fumi, FDV, Fumi de Salavold, she came out with her Juvia's Place collab, and she had like a medium one, and then she had one for deeper women. And with the blush palette, she had like a gold in there, and I was like, or a yellow, and I was like, that's interesting. But when she put it on her skin, I was like, oh, that's gorgeous. So yeah, if you're wondering, if you're deeper complected, definitely, I feel glam. And I had the nerve to like slightly contour my nose. Baby. What? I feel snatched. Okay, that is pretty. Okay, and so the top are shimmers. So the top are shimmers, the bottoms are mattes, and let's go in. We're gonna do a little purple and orange together. So I'm just gonna like mix both together. Ooh, these. Yep, so that is the look. This is the look. I love it. Oh my gosh. So, okay, yes. I'm here for it. I'm looking at myself in the monitor. I'm like, yes, girl, this is good. So let me talk about my face details, what I use. I use like some newer stuff, some new things, some not so new things. So I actually went in, if you guys are not familiar with What's Up Beauty, I have done some videos on my channel with them, but they are so great to work with. They have fabulous products. A lot of them are made in Italy. They do a lot of nail polishes, a lot of press-on nails, all types of things, gel polishes. They also have makeup lines. They have very affordable natural hair brushes. I don't know if you've ever seen like these pink candles. They come from What's Up Beauty, but they sent their new primer last week. So I used their Pore Positivity Lightweight Hydrating Face Primer to prime my face with. Went in with my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and this is the shade Caracas. Then I followed it up with the concealer, which I want to say is, this is the Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Caramel. And I took my handy dandy Sephora contour slash bronzing stick, and this is in medium to tan. Been loving this, like definitely been using this. Like, it comes with a nice amount of product, and you know, since it's Sephora, it's like, you know, not super expensive, but I'm like, I'm using it, okay? And I've really been enjoying it. And then I did kind of just go on top and follow it up with my Juvia's Place bronzer. This is the tan duo. Took this bottom shade right here. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't used this up, but I think I started using this and I'm really just shocked I haven't hit pan here, but I know I've been using this a lot. And for the blush, you just saw what I did there with a little bit of highlight. And for the lips, Adept also sent over their new lip glosses. So I want to say about last week or 2 weeks ago, they had some lip glosses that launched, and she sent them all with, so there are about 5 of them. They're called a Simplicity Lip Gloss Bundle. And so it has 5 shades. So I know I was just kind of going through them. So I think what I ended up landing on was I did my Juvia's Place liner, which is Coffee Bean. And I like Coffee Bean, but I also need to get Cola again because Cola is a tiny bit lighter, so not as deep as this particular shade. And I ended up going with, oh boy, it was a lot. It was a lot happening. Because I was like, they ended up being a little, the shades I was picking up, it ended up being a little bit more silvery, but I ended up mixing Larissa. So they feel smooth. They feel smooth. They feel hydrating, but you can feel like the glitter flecks. It's not annoying, but the slip in the formula of it feels good and it feels hydrating. It doesn't feel over sticky. So like, although you feel the little flecks of glitter, it's not like, it kind of gives me MAC cosmetic vibes, but without the stickiness, if that makes sense. So I kind of went in with Larissa, which is this shade. So a little bit warmer I needed because of the eye looks. And it still kind of has some silver flecks in it. So then I went ahead and put Vector on top. So yeah, this is really, they're really cute. So this is like the gold shade, golden orange. So I went ahead and used that. So I'm liking it. I'm really liking how it came out at first, especially once it kind of just settled. So like I said, I have all 5 shades. And I think like you could just work these with a good old brown lip liner. Kind of gives 90 vibes. But you know, like the 90s are back. The Y2K. Girl, everything is back, okay? Everything is back. And oh, also what really set off the look for me also were these lashes right here. So I ordered these lashes from Amazon. They're called Z-Game, I don't know, but they're brown lashes, cat eye. So they were not that expensive. I'll try to remember to link them. I need to do better with my description box, like honestly. But I like, so I had this revelation, y'all. Just stick with it, okay? So I had this revelation. I was in the bank. And, you know, so many women wear lashes now. And I love lashes, but then I'm like, y'all be doing the most with these lashes. Like, they're so heavy, they're so thick. And when you don't have makeup on, they just look so stark on your face. And I don't even really feel like they elevate your face at that particular moment because it's just, all you see is lashes. And then I told my friend, I was like, I figured it out. On women who are fair complected or who are not black or maybe of, you know, Mexican or Latina descent or white, and maybe their hair is a different color, and then they just have black lashes on, like black heavy lashes. You should see lashes, and it's just such a stark comparison against their skin. So then I was thinking, I was like, even though, you know, my hair is a little bit lighter, like I like the black lashes on me. I was like, let me just look for some brown lashes for myself. And honey, I am loving it. Do you see like the flirtiness that is catching right here? First of all, I love the design. The band is a little stiff, but it's not too hard to work with. But I do like the band in some terms that, because I was wondering after I bought the lashes, I was like, well, technically my lashes are black. I don't have any brown mascara. I mean, I could buy some, but you know, so I was like, oh, I wonder. So I put on the black mascara, which you can't really, you know, see. You can see, but it blends in with the band, because if you look at the band of the lash is actually black or a really dark brown. So it works out. if you can see it. So it gives that depth so you can see the lashes and it's not just kind of floating. But I feel like this would be a really great option for people who are fair complected and don't want something so dark, or they want something a little bit more flirty in the daytime, but they still want that drama. But I feel like it's coming with these looks because they just really just pop on the ends too and just kind of give my eyes that winged out motion. So I'm here for it. Then with the eyeliners, I went in with my ColourPop cream gel liner in the shade Purple. You know, it's a multi-color gel liner. I think this is like Boulevard or Ventura. Child, I have worn the purple out. Then just went in with my what is this, like an army green liner from the Glam Shop, and you could just use any type of army green liner right here. So I kind of, this look kind of just like reminds me of a look. I have the palette sitting right here that I did with the Ultimate Cappuccino, just because of like this shade and this shade and then this. But I am really impressed. Both of these looks are really beautiful. The palette is really gorgeous. The palette is really giving me like Patricia vibes. It's definitely giving me some Pat McGrath vibes. So there aren't any like multi-chromes in the palette. So as you saw, I kind of just forego I did do some glitter glue on this particular eye, and that was for the shade that was a little bit cooler tone, just so it can be a little bit more impactful. But I really don't think I needed it for this particular shades. If you don't, or you're not a glitter glue person, I think you can forego it. If you saw this bottle right here, this is Mayron Mixing Medium. So I just put it in here because if the way it comes, it's just don't try. Just get you a spray bottle and put the mixing medium in there. It's really ridiculous how it comes. It's like, how are you supposed to use this? But I love how the mattes play. First of all, Moss. The mattes have been getting better and better with Adept Cosmetics, because before it was just be like, I love the shimmers, but I only like maybe 3 out of the 5 mattes. So only like 2 out of the 5 mattes, you know, and it's like as the last letter palettes come on, so like Legend of Ardra, Element 115, Amy's palette for sure, Amy Love's palette, Flying Fiddles, and this one I haven't had any problem with the mattes. Now this one is very, of course, it's light. When I swatched it, I was like, it's not going to really do anything on my complexion, but I did put it like right here in like the corner, so it did a little purpose. Now the Moss, I was like, okay, this is good. You can see it, you know, and it blended out very nicely. And then I went ahead and layered the Balanced Brown on top of it. Now Balanced Brown is definitely giving me more burgundy, maybe with a hint of brown, but definitely more burgundy plum. And then I went ahead and put in Mauve's Mist on this particular eye. I love how it blended out. It was very smoky, very effortless. I was just able to just buff it out right here in that outer V, and it worked out really nice. I wanted to see what the contrast would be between Mauve's Mist and Balanced Brown. There was a little bit of contrast. It kind of did look like one shade, but you could see the depth that it provided in the corner. And then going in with my shimmers right here, a little bit deeper, just to kind of provide that thing. But I feel like we're very kind of grungy glam on this side, and then just like a little bit more glam with the purple and the mauve. But the palette is gorgeous. Like the shimmers are really pretty. Didn't have any problem with it. I used my finger. I think at this point I'm so used to using my finger, but this is one of my favorite brushes to use for like metallic shades or foil shades. This is the Sonia G Builder Pro. Works nicely, and I'm just kind of able to get it down, and it does just kind of give me that fold cut crease look that I'm looking for, and lay my shadows down effortlessly. But everything looks really good. Like even like the little pop of color, Serene Spirit, able to pop it there, the Balanced Beauty. It's really just smoky and nice. I am digging it. I am loving these looks. I'm like, After the last couple of months I've been having, I'm like, yes, this is the person I know. So I'm going to be right back. We're going to go ahead and get into one more look. It came out gorgeous. It's kind of monochromatic, but it's not monochromatic. And let me tell y'all, when I was blending this out, I was so impressed by that hot pink and how it was just so vibrant over that mauve shade. So let's see. We had the Mauve Mist that I went in with as my transition, and then I went in with the hot pink Live a Little, and it was bold. It was blending really nicely. It did not get lost. I took a small little blending brush. This is from What's Up Beauty, the R108. Just blended it in, and it did not disappear. I really didn't have to keep building it up or anything like that. So I'm really, really impressed with the mattes, okay? And then once again, went in with Balanced Brown just to give it a little bit more depth. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more depth with this particular palette, you will have to probably reach into maybe like La Cienega Boulevard palette by Adept. You know, it has like blacks and a lot of different mattes in there. Or if you probably got your own black or anything else or deeper brown that you want to use. But I'm super impressed by the mattes. Like I said, I know that it's very light on my skin complexion, but it did work in the inner corner, and I think it would blend out this hot pink kind of nicely and kind of tone down the Mauve Mist shade. So all the mattes, really fabulous. Really love how these shadows applied. Rose Orchid, gorgeous. I said that this gave me Pat vibes, but the Rose Orchid name, I just realized was called Rose Orchid. Yeah, definitely gave me Pat vibes, okay? Rose Orchid, the petals is really pretty. Definitely a difference between petals and Serene Spirit. And then I do like the yellow gold because it does have a slight kind of greenish shift to it. Just tiny bit, okay? And that was really nice as well. Then I put in a little bit of Tranquility. This is a shade that I'm really excited I want to use like by itself, just to pop it in there, just to give it like a little bit more dimension, because at the moment it was looking a little, it wasn't flat, but I just wanted just a little bit more pop and to kind of use a great deal of the shades of the palette. So let's see, actually, yeah, I used all of the shimmers. I have used every shade in this palette. So, what is it? The Balanced Beauty, I used this in the inner corner for the second look. And then, Serene Spirit, I used that in the inner corner for the first look. And then, these two, I used this kind of anchor down the looks in the first two looks. And then, of course, like these have been in the lid and some type of side of the show. So, oh my goodness, that's wonderful, okay? Because I kind of strive to do that. I just love it. I just love the packaging. I just love the reflectiveness. So, let's go ahead and talk about a couple more face details real quick. I decided to change out my lashes because I felt like the brown lashes weren't going to pop as much on this particular look, but these are really flirty and fun. These are Ardell Naked Lashes in the style 429. And then I was like, okay, I really want like a contrasting bottom eye waterline, but I went in with my Pat McGrath Extreme Black, and then I topped it off just like in the corner. I went in with this particular multi-chrome pen by a cream gel liner by ColourPop as well. It is like a bright orange. This one I've worn the least. It's really pretty, but it can be a little bold and stark on my complexion depending on like what the eyeshadows look like. But this is the shade Movie Star, so I popped it on the black, and I kind of tend to drag it down a little bit here. I don't always like to really put eyeshadow down right here because I feel like it can close off my eyes. Like I have a lot of lid space, but I don't, like I have a lot of lid space, but technically I have small eyes. Like if you see like from here to here, my eyes are really not that open, you know what I mean? So did that. The lashes, super flirty, super fun. And then for the blush, I kind of just went in with like a little bit more concoctions of the blush. I put in a little bit of Roses Are Red, so you can see that kind of back here. Mixed it a little bit with the Sometimes Violet. Really pretty. Put a little orange pearl. I also, Honey Never Spoils. Really impressed with the blush palette as well. I'll come back to that in just a second. And then I added in Blood Wine. So this was like the deeper version. So I feel like I have decided that, and I don't think I have any more. Let me see. I probably don't, but let me see. Okay, I don't, but I decluttered them. But I feel that the lippies are giving me lip gloss or dazzle glass vibes, but not as sticky. If that's by MAC Cosmetics, those are like OG, especially like the lip gloss. Dazzle glass, more early 2000s, still kind of OG, but not as sticky. And remember those Anastasia glosses that were really popular around 2015, 2016? It gives me those vibes. But I've been wearing them. The other one I wiped off so I could put this one on that matched the look better. But I've been wearing them, and it doesn't feel sticky. Like I said, I feel a tiny bit of grittiness, but it doesn't bother me because it's not like overly gritty. You know, but it's just like the little reflex of the, what's the name? But it feels good on the lips. And my lips, let me tell y'all something. My lips, I am not the girl who can do the whole little combo of the lipstick and the lip gloss. Like every blue moon y'all see me do that. Why? Because my lips get cakey. They peel. All of that gunk, it's not even like it's gunk, like it's just bad. But that combination just does not work for me. Like it will start peeling. It will just get cakey. It does not work. And I exfoliate my lips every day. I think the best lip mask that I have found for me has been the Fenty Push Pudding lip mask. That has been like the best for me. And the Sigma lip glasses lip mask has been working for me well as far as keeping hydration and keeping my lips from like peeling and all of that stuff. But they still do a lot. So for me to be wearing this comfortably, I've been filming for like an hour and a half. I've taken sips of water, whatever, taking it off, put more on when I was trying to figure out what colors to wear and everything like that. So I think it's been great. And yeah, I really like the colors. They're a little frosty, but I mean, they're cute. Put a brown lip liner on with it and you're ready to go. So I do really like these so far. So, you know, I'll be playing with more things or more of it later. The blush palette, I feel like it's really beautiful. So something that caught my eye about 2 weeks ago, Fenty Beauty came out with some more powder blushes. And I was like, oh, they're so cute. It was a hot orange shade I wanted to get, and it was a purple shade that was about this shade, okay? And some of the shades have been different. I think they had actually came out a long time ago when she launched her brand as the Kilowatt, but they were cream blushes. And so they came in a powder. And I will try to remember when I'm editing to throw a picture if I still have it. And my, okay, there was very loud noise outside. Like it wasn't a gunshot, but it was just like a really loud boom. So, anywho, so I think they used to, well, the shades used to be like the Kilowatts or whatever, and I was really trying to put like a picture right here, but I was like, me and my coworker, and I had to run into Sephora, and I was like, let me look at it, let me see, and I swatched some things, and I was like, oh, this is ashy, and I'm so glad I waited, and then to get this little pleasant surprise in the mail, like. And the fact that she had a blush palette and the packaging is just A1. It feels so silky, and I just love the reflectiveness of it. It is just beautiful. The product in here is beautiful. I love how the blush looks. And even though it's like, has a little glitter in it, it's not overly glitter. Now, I am blessed that I really don't have a lot of texture in my face. If you guys know, I did just turn 40 a couple months ago, and it seems like, you know, 40 been whooping my butt. Quite honestly, I don't understand. I be taking care of my body, but 40 came in with a vengeance for you, girl. Like, I'm still giving 27, but I'm gonna be all right. Y'all know I've been struggling with some health issues, but I was just like, also I want to get my eye exam, and I'm like, God dog it, I got to get a little anti-fatigue, like a mini bifocal. And I was like, maybe she's, I was like, well, shoot, I am pulling the, like, yeah. Anywho, but I don't have a lot of texture on my face, so it does look nice, but it's not overly glittery. Like I do have like other highlighters is like overly glittery, or if you think about maybe even like the Kilowatt highlighters, like What a Brat and those things, they've been, or Trophy Wife, they've been very glittery or show texture, or even some of the House Lab ones. So I feel like it's a nice little sheen with that extra off of that sparkle. So I'm really, it's so beautiful. And if you're a woman of color, like this, Yes, it's hidden. Okay. So the palette, really beautiful. Of course, the price point is a little bit lower on the palette. And I was trying to figure it out why, because I was like, oh, you can get it in a bundle. And then I was like, once I started swatching it, I was like, okay, there are no multi-chromes, because we know multi-chromes, the formula and everything like that, it can definitely push up the price of the palettes. And typically, like Adept, they are very, very multi-chrome heavy. They usually like in the 60s, 70s range. I usually don't mind paying that because I love the quality of Adept shadows. And even though she does a lot of high foil, this is Legend of Ardra, or the swirl shades and the holochromes and things like that. This is the most recent release. This actually came out in July. I don't mind it because, you know, the formula is great, and I don't ever feel like there's too many dupes. Like if I put on the shade, it's like you can't tell between the different palettes. I always feel like there's something very special about every palette, but this palette is really nice. It is just a good eyeshadow palette, like a good standard. Like you can wear this to work, you can wear this out, you can go out of town with it. Of course, I think it pairs very well with Flying Fiddles. I think it's going to be really cute also with Amy's palette. I'll do a mashup, but child, I am so far behind on these releases sitting right here, so don't hold your breath on that one. I'm gonna try to get to it because, you know, I love to do a good mashup. But really solid palette. The mattes are really nice. The shimmers are really beautiful. You got, you know, you got your neutrals, you got a little pop of color, you got your smokies, you got warms, you got cool tones. And so there's a little something in there for everybody. There's light, there's deeper, you know, so it's a really nice shimmer formula. Even if you're like, oh my God, I just love her multi-chromes, I think that you're going to love it. Not going to lie, I keep saying like, this really just reminds me of Mama, okay? It's giving me Patricia vibes. It's giving me La Vie and Rose vibes. It's giving me, hell, just take Mothership 7, Divine Rose, on through to 11, take out 10 because that was the Moonlit Seduction. That one we got a little different with. But all of them, Utopian Dream, and it's giving me all of those vibes. But of course, it's going to cost you a lot less money because it's Adept versus, you know, so I think, and I feel like it's still room in my collection for this and the Mothership palettes, you know? So really gorgeous, really solid palette. And I think the price point is fair. And there's a bunch of influencer codes, and hopefully, I think supposed to be getting the code, so hopefully it should be up and ready by this video, because I know you guys been asking me, and I was like, Sandra, can I get a code, please? Thank you. So yes, so that is it. That is the looks. I am so happy right now. Like, oh my gosh, like I filmed a whole video. I still have to do like the front part, but I'm so happy. I am going to try to get another video out for you soon. I gotta go and hit the Plume collection. I gotta do my girl Jamie's palette because it's gorgeous and that's my girl, and it's really special because she put like her all into that collab. But I am just so happy that I was able to sit here film this video. I'm still feeling pretty good. Still got some pains. And I'm going to touch all of that in another video, but like literally, I'm just trying to keep my channel like rolling, trying to keep the content. So if you guys want to watch some older videos, I really, really appreciate it, because you know how YouTube is. You got to keep your channel like rolling, okay? Because if not, YouTube will forget about you, and I'm a very small creator. So love the look. Let me know, what is your favorite look? Oh my God, I love this look, but I think, child, I don't even know. I'm gonna go, this is number one. This is number one. I love it. I think it came out fantastic. Let me know down in the bottom, are you going to pick it up? Give this video a big old thumbs up. Hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with another video, which will be soon. And you subscribe to my channel because, you know, I would love to have you here in my little makeup family. And you already know what time it is. It's time for the Cheddies. Cheddies. Hey, 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 Cheddies. Cheddies. Hey, Cheddies. All right, y'all. Bye.